Runs and riders for the first of the grade ones, of course, for the mares, the EBF, the big valuable Irish Stallion Farms EBF Mares Novice Hurdle. €100,000 in total prize money. Real valuable race. Won last year, of course, by Gers Girl. Bit of a puzzle, won it 2 years ago. Willie Mullins has won it with fillies of the calibre of Adriana de Mott, and of course the mighty Annie Power as well. Early Beach is number 1 in your paper. Paul Townend rides. Number 2 is Augusta Kate, David Mullins. 3 Barra, Davy Russell. 4 is the English raider Colin's Sister, has won its last 4 races. This filly trained by Fergal O'Brien. Paddy Brennan aboard. 5 Good Time Tara is Mikey Fogarty. Ruby Walsh is on Let's Dance, has won its last 5, including at the Cheltenham Festival. And number 7 Shattered Love, the mount of Brian Cooper. This is a tidy little race, Tom.
Yes indeed. 4 for Willie, 2 for Gordon, 1 for Paddy Brennan, crossing the Irish Sea. This really exciting filly, actually. She's looked very good this season. Colin's Sister, the likes of Chepstow, Warwick, Haydock and latterly Sandown Park. She didn't run at Aintree, she didn't run at Cheltenham.
You know how good this filly is, because she beat a filly trained by your sister Kerry, Happy Diva. King's Theatre filly was a good filly, and the handicapper has rated her highly. She only has a few pounds to find with Let's Dance.
Yeah, not only that, she was giving her weight and she beat her comprehensively in a grade 2 at Sandown Park, although she's still got another £5 to find, and maybe Fergal will be happy to cross the Irish Sea and get some prize money. However, if those Cheltenham heroics took anything off Let's Dance, then very much the one to capitalise looks to be Colin's Sister. She's solid, tough, improving, and she's got a real touch of class about her. So 8 to 1 each way. Beware, only 2 places, 7 runners.
Well, I tell you what, this Let's Dance is an interesting mare, Ted. You know, she was all the rage for Cheltenham. She ended up in the mare's Novice hurdle, which she was always going to win, I feel. She was a second season novice. She's very good.
She's very good. She stays, she jumps, she's done everything well. If Cheltenham hasn't taken the edge off her, she'll be hard to beat again today. She's the highest rated mare in the race, 147. Early Beach won a grade 1 around here. She didn't run up to a race. Barra is a good mare as well. Shattered Love is a good mare. Augusta
She beats Barra by, what, 2 3/4 lengths at Cheltenham? Here she is now.
Yeah.
Just talk us through it.
Well, she's there, she's in the pink. Barra is on the extreme, on the Jigginstown colours here, on the left of the picture. She comes there, Ruby's chasing her along. This is over, probably short of Let's Dance's best trip. She probably better at 2.5, but she comes there, jumps the last well. A little guess, pricks her ears here and just steps at it a little bit and nods at the back of it. Once he picks her up, she goes away and wins well. He doesn't have to get over serious with her, never gets around to giving her a backhander, slap down the shoulder, and she wins away well. Barra has run a cracking good race. These are good fillies behind, but she's beaten them well. There's no reason why she shouldn't beat Barra again, but you never know. What, another day, another trip, whether she's as good today as she was there. But if she's as good as she was at Cheltenham, she should beat these.
Should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
All ahead of us, this grade 1, the first grade 1 here on today's card. And the first that we get a look at
is Let's Dance.
Let's Dance herself. As we've said, hugely talented, second season novice, daughter of Polyglot. She's got everything. She looks like she's got everything, all bases covered, and she's 6 to 4 on.
Yeah, she ran up against the good mare of Willie's last year, Annabelle Fly, and Annabelle Fly, the mare of Gordon has now, and wasn't good enough for her. But there we have number 4. This is Colin's Sister. This is a very good mare as well, at Fergal O'Brien's. She's won all her starts this year. She's won her last 4 off the trot. She beat Happy Divia and Mr. Paphlus at Sandown and did them nicely well back in February. She didn't run at Cheltenham, but she's won all them well. And Fergal O'Brien's horse is in great nick. Shattered Love, another very good mare, tough, stays well. She didn't run maybe as good as she can behind Willoughby Court in the 2 mile and 5 novice at Cheltenham, but she's a better mare than that.
Yeah, she was very good the time before here in February, and she'd won by almost 40 lengths or so at Thurles back before Christmas. She is good, no doubt.
And that mare she beat in Thurles Calopsia, she won a 1.5 mile flat race the other day in Tipperary. 2 is Augusta Kate. She made a mistake at the first down the back in the race that Shattered Love ran in at Cheltenham, but no, that was, she ran the 3 mile horse behind, behind Penn Hill. She made a mistake down the back and never got in a blow again, but kept galloping. She stays well.
Early Beach is the next we see. Now, she's interesting. She's won 6 of her 7 races over hurdles. She won the Royal Bond here in early December. She was really disappointing, though, at Cheltenham when she finished down the field behind Let's Dance. She was eased, but she never looked like she had a big chance in that.
Well, Paul, you would imagine, would have second choice, so he's gone for her over Augusta Kate and Good Time Tara, so he thinks that she's going to come out on top in that division. These are all good mares. There's not a bad mare in this race. If you owned it, any of them, you say you owned it a very good mare. These are exceptionally good novices.
Good Time Tyra is a 40-1 shot, yet look at her form. She was a winner last time out. That was only in a maiden, admittedly, but she won really easily. She won by 10 lengths at Clonmel, and she had good form in bumpers as well. She'd won at Cork back in November, and been a good second at Navan as well. 40-1 though.
Yeah, but this is a cracking good mare's hurl now. A cracking. This is a good. I think this is the best. We've had good winners here, like Gerald's Girl last year winning it, and other ones winning it. But this is as good of a renewal of this race as we've had for a long time.
We're going to hear from Fergal O'Brien now. He is the gentleman from Naunton in Gloucestershire who's come over with Colin's sister.
Yes, certainly is. Colin's sister looks absolutely fantastic. Fergal, welcome over to Fairyhouse. She's been an absolute fantastic servant to you.
Yeah, she's been great for us, to be honest. She's won her 4 races. She did well last year in bumpers, mare's bumpers.
Like grade 2 last time at Sandown.
Grade 2, yeah. She's done a listed hurdle and a grade 2 hurdle, so she's here. She deserves to take her chance. We'd like the ground a bit softer, but it's not, so we'll take our chance anyway.
And everything went well travelling over?
Yeah, she's great. She's fantastic to do. She's very easy, very straightforward. My brother David's with me. He looks after her. While we've been over, he rides her out when he comes to ride out for us, and so they get on well. Yeah, she's been very straightforward to do.
But for a mare who's had a good long season, she's still full of bounce. Seems to love her racing.
Yeah, she does. She enjoys this, and like she's been asleep up to now. As soon as the bell went, she got on her toes. And that's what you want, you know. She's been relaxed, and we've had her out in the evenings for picket grass and not a bother on her, like, you know. And so delighted to be here and taking our chance, you know.
The very best of luck, Fergal.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a million. Thank you.
The only slight question mark we had going to Cheltenham about Les Dances was 2 mile and 1 going to be a bit short for her. So back here over 2.5, she should be in her element. You heard Fergal talk about Colin's sister there. Nice relaxed mare, canting down to the start well. Paddy Brennan, Gold Cup winning jockey, more associated with Q Card in the last rather than Imperial Commander, but he's ridden some good horses in his day, and he's an Irishman. So is Fergal, coming home here to Fairyhouse on Easter Sunday. There is Barra, number 3. Barra's a very good mare as well too. She was second to Les Dance at Cheltenham, and I thought she ran well behind Bacardi's at Leopardstown in the grade 1, and she was a very easy winner when she beat Kate Appleby Shoes and Just Dance back here in January. She's a good mare too, very, very good mare, Barra.
Ted, I just think it's interesting. You know, Barra is being ridden by Davy Russell, and Barra was only less than 3 lengths off Let's Dance at Cheltenham, yet Brian Cooper believes that Shattered Love is better. So, do you know, we could have a race here, couldn't we?
We will have a race here, no doubt about it.
But Shattered Love is preferred by Brian, and I think that makes it very, very intriguing. Let's Dance 6-4 on at the last show.
Well, when you go back to Shattered Love's run, when she beat Calopsia at Thurles in December, as I said, she beat her 35 or 40 lengths, and Calopsia is no slouch.
But what went wrong on the Neptune, do you know?
Sure, one of the things, she might have travelled over well, she might have operated, and Brian rode her, so he probably eased her back, and she had probably, the 53 lengths she beaten is probably no indication of where she might have finished. When her chance was gone, he just sat up on her with this Fairyhouse and Punchestown in mind, so he's happy that she gave him a good feel, and Gordon obviously happy since they've ridden her, and they're happy with her work, so he had the choice, and like a lot of them, you make the right one or the wrong one. You only have to come ride the one, and he has gone for Shattered Love, but if he thinks she's a better mare than Barra, then there's going to be a right close race between herself and Let's Dance.
Andy is down at the start. These 7 mares, Andy, all talented. Who takes your fancy?
All talented, yeah. Every one of them came down very calm and relaxed, not one of them pulling or sweating. They've just walked across behind me to have a look at the hurdle, and which takes my fancy? I suppose the obvious one has to be Let's Dance after her Cheltenham performance. That was very good and similar going again today. Of the rest, I suppose one I did like and disappointed at Cheltenham is Early Beach. She's a 7-time winner over jumps and definitely merits respect. She's probably one here that will make the running. She tends to do so. I'm sure Paul Townend will just leave her bowl along in front, and while she is the second string of the Mullins bunch, she's won before when being the second string of the Mullins bunch. Tactically, I would see this one, she'll probably make the running. The likes of Colin's sister has been raced handily. She might line up handily, and it looks like they're taking that kind of a formation. Paddy Brennan was telling me that this one would probably want a little bit of softer ground, but thinks she's a squeak anyway. And Paddy, he tends to like to take one on early enough, so I'd imagine himself in Early Beach getting into a battle early enough, and probably the likes of Shattered Love and Let's Dance coming late on, Barra maybe as well, to give them a chance. The other Mullins runners, Augusta Kate, Good Time Tara, and Let's Dance, they tend to be ridden a little bit more patiently than does Early Beach. So runners just taking formation, they're coming onto the track proper now, and they'll probably be jumping off in a minute or so's time.
Thanks, Andy. They're all, most of them are stamina mares, Annie. I mean, Augusta Kate ran the 3 mile at Cheltenham, Shattered Love by Yates stays well. They're all mares that the trip won't bother them, as Andy says. Some of them like to be ridden a little bit more prominently than the others, but there's none of them to be afraid about him getting the trip anyway. The only man who might take his time is Good Time Tara and Mikey Fogarty. She has never gone beyond those sort of extreme distances yet, but all the others have raced over 2.5 and 3 miles. Brian, any change in the betting, Brian?
6-4 on Let's Dance, and then 8-1 each of 3. Early Beach, Augusta Kate and Colin's Sister.
Yeah, the interesting thing here, Brian, bear in mind the race that Let's Dance won at Cheltenham, Early Beach only went off 4-1 for that, and for all that it didn't work out for her that day, she had won her previous 7. She's 8-1 from 10-1, and the other one's Shattered Love. Gordon Elliott explaining that disappointment at Cheltenham, saying she was in season, put a line through that run, 10 from 12.
Off and running 2.5 miles ahead of them in this Grade 1 mares hurdle, and making the way towards the first, it's Early Beach, as expected, in the blue and white colours, who leads under Paul Townend, being followed in second place on the outside by Shattered Love, and just behind these is English raider Colin's Sister. Towards the inside is Barra, and they're followed by Let's Dance, and then Augusta Kate and Good Time Tara brings up the rear as they run down towards the turn into the straight and on towards the second flight. And Early Beach, who had her Grade 1 win here in December when she landed the Royal Bond, leads from Shattered Love and the Big Noseband in second. Then Colin's Sister in the green and yellow on the inside. Let's Dance, the odds-on favourite, the pink colours, in fourth place, ahead of Barra in the big white cap on the inside of Augusta Kate, and Good Time Tara, the outsider, is the back marker at the second. Early Beach over in front from Let's Dance, moving up on the outside of Shattered Love. Colin's Sister is on the rails, and then Barra and Augusta Kate, and finally Good Time Tara under Mikey Fogarty as they come to the flight before the stands. Early Beach by about 1.5 lengths to Shattered Love in second. Behind Shattered Love is Let's Dance, and then comes Colin's Sister. Behind Colin's Sister we have Barra racing on the inside of Augusta Kate, and just behind them is Good Time Tara as they go by the winning post and head out one full circuit ahead of them. Early Beach by a length to Shattered Love, 1.5 lengths away Colin's Sister, 1/2 length Let's Dance, then 1.5 lengths to Barra, who is 3/4 of a length in front of Augusta Kate, and bringing up the rear is Good Time Tara as they start the climb, heading up now towards the fourth flight. And Early Beach, Paul Townend leading from Shattered Love in second, then Colin's Sister showing third, then the favourite Let's Dance, followed by Barra, Augusta Kate in the dark green and white, and finally Good Time Tara. Continuing on towards the top of the course, the next will be number 5, and Early Beach from in second place Shattered Love, then Colin's Sister, Let's Dance in 4, Barra is 5, and then comes Augusta Kate, and Good Time Tara is the back marker of the 7 runners as they reach the top of the course, about to swing right-handed. And Early Beach continues to lead. Shattered Love is right behind her in second, then Colin's Sister on the inside. Let's Dance a length back in fourth, then Barra, Davy Russell with the white cap, followed by Augusta Kate and David Mullins, and bringing up the rear is Good Time Tara as they run down the hill with over a mile to race. And Early Beach leads from Shattered Love, Colin's Sister on the inside, then Let's Dance, and they're followed by Augusta Kate and Barra. At this flight, all safety over, all jumping well, and Early Beach has the lead. Beaten only once in her life, and that was at Cheltenham last month. She's leading from Shattered Love. Colin's Sister is next, and then Let's Dance. They're followed by Barra, Augusta Kate last but one, and finally Good Time Tara as they turn the far point of the course and come down towards the next flight. It will be 4 from home. Early Beach, Shattered Love remains a close second. Colin's Sister and Let's Dance are together, and they're followed by Barra, Augusta Kate and Good Time Tara. Racing inside the final 3/4 of a mile now, and Early Beach from Shattered Love in second, Let's Dance in third, then Colin's Sister. Good Time Tara getting a bit closer on the outside of Augusta Kate, and Barra tightly packed as they come down towards 3 out. Early Beach, Shattered Love within 1/2 length, Let's Dance edges into third. Colin's Sister at the inside in 4. Early Beach the leader from Shattered Love. Let's Dance closes up as they race on now towards the final half mile. They've a good run to the second last flight. Early Beach, Let's Dance in the pink. Between them is Shattered Love. Augusta Kate has made ground in the dark green. Then ridden along on the inside is Colin's Sister, and then Barra and Good Time Tara brings up the rear. They turn for home, 2 to jump. Early Beach from Let's Dance, her stablemate in second. Shattered Love third. Augusta Kate moving up in fourth place just behind them. Early Beach from Let's Dance. And Let's Dance comes now to get her head in front from Early Beach. Augusta Kate's in third, and then comes Barra as they race towards the final flight. Let's Dance, Augusta Kate throwing down a big challenge on the near side. Early Beach can find no more at the final flight. Let's Dance and Augusta Kate. Augusta Kate flattens it. Let's Dance with the advantage. Augusta Kate is trying hard on the near side. Barra's back in third as they race up towards the line. Let's Dance and Augusta Kate, and Augusta Kate is getting her head in front as they go to the line. Augusta Kate has won it, beats the favourite Let's Dance. They're clear. Barra third. Good Time Tara runs on in fourth, and they're clear of Colin's Sister, Early Beach, and the back marker is Shattered Love. So Augusta Kate has won it for the Master Syndicate. Willie Mullins and David Mullins in the saddle, getting the better of the odds-on favourite, her stablemate Let's Dance.
Well, a 1-2 for Willie Mullins here. Augusta Kate was a big fancy for the Albert Bartlett. Made a bad mistake down the back and never got in a blow in her stable companion Penhill. Augusta Kate tracked him. David Mullins has given her a grand ride. He's tracked Ruby every step of the way. Ruby goes up to join Early Beach here at the second last, jumps it that bit quicker and gets away from it here. And now Augusta Kate. At this stage I thought maybe Let's Dance was still going to win. David Mullins was hard at work, but this mare, the daughter of Yates, she's a good tough mare, stays forever. She's out of that good mare Feathered Lady. She was a very good mare in her own right, a good bumper mare, goes to last. Both of them jump it well. If anything, Let's Dance jumps it better, but Augusta Kate finds plenty for David Mullins. What a great year he's having, a national last year, and now he gets the better of stable companion Let's Dance going to the line. Willie won, mine 1-2. Favourite backer's a bit of a pain, alright, but Augusta Kate has beaten Let's Dance, and back in fourth is Willie again with Good Time Tara. Thought at the last that Let's Dance are definitely going to hold it. She stays well. She won well at Cheltenham, but Augusta Kate is tough as nails. She looked like she was going to worry death duty when she fell at the last at Naas, and whether she'd have beaten her or not, but she's a high-class mare. She's got her just rewards here. She's been on the go all year long, run some great races. The inside mare has lost nothing in defeat. She just wasn't good enough for Augusta Kate on the day. Probably Augusta Kate didn't have a hard race at Cheltenham. Let's Dance went every step of the way and found no more. And the winner has done it nicely.
Yeah,
Andy, you have somebody with you, Andy?
I have David here. David, God, that was a tough performance.
Yeah, she's very tough and unassuming, you know. She was on and off it and wasn't jumping the best out of the whole group, I thought. As soon as I gave her a squeeze after the third last to jostle for a bit of a position, she came alive under me.
Did you think Let's Dance had the measure of you down to the last?
No, I kind of knew I had her bet, but I wasn't sure after the jump. You know, I'd say she learned after Naas. She gave herself a bit of a fright in Cheltenham, so she was cleverer than me today anyway.
Very good, and she got away from the last and picked herself back up again from that mistake.
She does, she really stays, and as I said, she's unassuming, so God knows what's left in her still.
Very good, and could be a big weekend ahead for you.
Please God, yeah.
Best of luck tomorrow on the national.
Thank you, cheers.
Oh, what a great race it was. There's David Mullins, terrific. Every reason to have a big, broad grin on him, because this is a really good mare that he's ridden, Augusta Kate. She's beaten a good field. They quickened and quickened and quickened. Paul Townend looked like he was going well enough, but you could see that Ruby had him in his sights, and then Let's Dance came through, and you thought, well, it's Let's Dance. But hey, here comes David Mullins and Augusta Kate. She's a very, very good mare, this daughter of Yates, had a Feathered Lady, and she's won. She's beaten a good one, and she's had some good mares behind as well. Good looking sort she is, as we say. She's a daughter of a very good mare. She was bred in England actually in Northumberland at the Chester's Stud.
Yeah, the man who bred her, Graham Wiley bred her. He owned it, he bought her at the sales and bred her, and she's the only live offspring she has. She's had about 7 foals, and that's the only one that ever had to racecourse.
And why did Graham sell her?
He didn't sell her. She's owned by a syndicate, the Augusta Syndicate.
Well,
they're all
that's
in her.
that Lee Westwood and
Lee Westwood and all them, yeah. Graham didn't sell her.
No.
He put a syndicate together with all them in her. The Master Syndicate. Graham is still involved in her.
They got a good one.
They have indeed.
Not helped by that mistake in the Albert Bartlett when she finished out of the money, out of the frame, and looked really good at Nace before that when she was upsides at the last and came down. Would it have been her or would it have been Death Duty? Well, she's none the worse for that tumble. She's come back here and beaten a proper field in great style. Willie Mullins to our back of Willie. Good prize money here as well, 60,000 to the winner, 20 to the second. So this is significant. Good race, Andy.
Yeah, it was.
Good race.
I thought from where I was standing, I thought Let's Dance had it, especially with the mistake at the last. But to be fair to Augusta Kate, she battled good and hard after.
Yeah, she looked it from here too that she had it, but the other mare kept battling well and beat her well at the death. Like, you know, David gave her a great drive as well too. She's a good tough mare. She's had some hard races. She had a hard race last year at Liverpool in the bumper, the mare's bumper. She won a few bumpers. Well, I saw her win a bumper in Listowel by about 25 lengths one time. She's a good tough mare now. You know, they're all good mares. No bad mare in the race.
Willie does very well with the mares as well, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, but they're a high quality bunch of mares now. I mean, he had 4 of them there. 3 of them.
So the first of the Grade 1s today goes to Willie. He's got York Hill, his biggest chance in the big one, the Ryanair Gold Cup.
Yes, I have Willie here now. We're just discussing that race. What a race it was. And 1-2 for you and a 4th, I think, as well.
That's right, yeah.
It was a fantastic race. And David Mullins riding out of his skin.
He is. Really suited her. I mean, we just put on different gear on her than Cheltenham. She wasn't happy in Cheltenham. We had a chiffney on her and earplugs. We took the whole lot off her today. Let her run in her skin. And it seemed to suit her a lot better.
She's not the biggest, is she? She's such a bonny little thing.
No, and she's not the strongest either. She just has a lovely engine.
There's no way she was going to not win today. She was just really sticking to her guns. She put everything into it.
She was, and you know, she flattened the last. She doesn't know how to jump at that speed. And still just picked up after the last. And to beat Let's Dance, who was, I think, was unbeaten this year up to now. So that was a hell of a performance. A lot of improvement from her, and hopefully more to come.
Now, York Hill a little bit later on, we're all looking forward to seeing him. He's been well since.
He has. He's done everything right. You know, he's going right-handed today. He jumps a little left, which won't suit him. But what can you do? It's where the Grade 1 race is, where the prize money is. So we have to take our chance.
The best of luck. We're looking forward to seeing him, and well done.
Great. Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks, Willie. Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
What an exciting race. Augusta Kate has won the big Grade 1 at 8-1 by a half a length from Let's Dance second, 13-8 on favour of the Yates filly out of the wonderful Feathered Lady. On we go, because in a couple of minutes time we have the feature down in Cork, the Dr. Vincent O'Brien Centenary Chase, a Grade 3